You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful.
BTS news today, Los Angeles. The world seemed to stop for a moment last night when the phone screens of thousands, even millions of armies around the globe suddenly lit up with a notification. Jungkook is now live. No warning, no teaser, no promo. Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, simply appeared, his face bare, wearing a familiar gray hoodie, and eyes that couldn't hide the weight he carried in his heart. There was no music, no stage lighting, just him and the camera. But it was in that simplicity that something shocking, something honest, was born. Jungkook began the live stream with a small, hesitant smile. His left hand held a cup, while his right fidgeted with the hoodie's drawstring. Silence surrounded him. No other members' voices. No shared laughter like their usual group live streams. That night, it was just him, and everything felt more real than ever. He offered a simple greeting, then fell silent for several seconds. Those seconds were enough for perceptive fans to realize something was going on, something he'd never revealed before. "I just wanted to talk for a bit," he said quietly. The camera remained fixed on his tired but sincere face. In the first few minutes, he greeted fans whose usernames popped up in the comments. But it didn't take long for the mood to shift. "Lately, I've been thinking a lot," he said. "Not just about music, but about myself." He didn't look directly at the camera when he said this. His gaze drifted downward, then to the right, as if searching for answers in an invisible space only he could see. "Sometimes I feel like I make people worry," he said, his tone different than usual. "And that's what's made me start questioning a lot of things." Suddenly, the comments were filled with heart emojis and supportive messages from armies all over the world. But Jungkook's face remained somber. He continued, "You know, ever since we started promoting again, with all the solo projects, tours, performances, sometimes it feels like I've been holding in too much by myself." The BTS fandom was shaken to its core. Jungkook, the one known for his strength on stage, for always smiling no matter the condition, for flawless singing and dancing, was now admitting he'd been carrying heavy worries. And not just any worries, but ones he had kept entirely to himself. That a few minutes later, he revealed something completely unexpected. "These past few days, I got a lot of messages from staff. They said I looked different, thinner, quieter. I thought I was okay, but yeah, maybe I haven't been entirely honest with myself." He paused for a moment, then added, "I was scared you'd think I'm weak if I said I was anxious. But it's heavier to keep it all inside." It didn't take long for fans to respond. The moment the live stream, which lasted a full 23 emotionally charged minutes, ended, hashtags like hashtag We Love You Jungkook and hashtag You Are Not Alone skyrocketed to the top of Twitter trends in over 45 countries. Even the Korean tag, Jungkook, it's okay, reached #1 in South Korea in just 17 minutes. But what really happened before the live stream? Why did Jungkook suddenly feel the need to talk about his anxiety, live, unfiltered, and so publicly? Internal sources revealed that over the past few weeks, Jungkook had shown noticeable changes in behavior. He still attended rehearsals and performed flawlessly, but often left early. He rarely joined staff for meals and was mostly seen only with Jimin and Taeyong at work locations. Even during the recent BBC taping, he barely spoke during the group interview. A member of the production crew said, "We thought he was just tired." But recently, we learned he's been questioning whether the direction of his career still aligns with what he wants. This was further backed up by eagle-eyed fans who caught a moment in a now-deleted vlog. In a quick frame, Jungkook was seen writing in a small notebook. One line stood out, "Would I still be loved as Jungkook if I start showing my weaker side?" That wasn't just a passing thought. It was a cry from someone who, for over a decade, had been perceived as the perfect idol, now feeling like he's lost the space to just be human. Jimin, known as Jungkook's closest friend, has yet to make an official statement. But fans noticed he recently changed his social media bio to a single word: breathe. Many believe this is a quiet show of support for Jungkook. Meanwhile, Big Hit Music released a short statement this morning. "We hear and understand Jungkook's honesty. We continue to provide full support to every BTS member, both as artists and individuals. We ask ARMY to also give them love and space on this journey." Though brief, this statement made waves. Many interpreted it not only as support for Jungkook's mental well-being, but also as a hint at a possible shift in direction. Will he focus more on music that reflects his heart? Will he take a break from the spotlight for a while? One thing is certain. That night, the world saw a side of Jungkook few had seen. Not the superstar, not the tireless performer, but a young man named Jungkook, brave enough to admit he too feels anxious. Just hours after the live stream, a surprising paparazzi photo surfaced showing Jungkook walking alone to a car outside a studio in LA. He wore the same hoodie and mask from the live stream. But what stirred fans even more was the notebook in his hand, its cover reading, "Notes I've Never Sung." Was this a sign that Jungkook was writing something deeply personal? New songs? A memoir? Or simply private notes we'll never see? Speculation spread fast. But beneath all the questions, one truth remained at the center of it all: Jungkook's bravery in opening up. Soon after, BTS's former choreographer Sun Sungduk posted an Instagram story, which many believed was in direct response to Jungkook's livestream. He wrote, "The strongest people are those who dare to show their vulnerability. I'm proud of you." No name was mentioned, but the message was clear. Armies around the world quickly mobilized, not just with trending hashtags, but by organizing letter-writing campaigns to HYB. Some even painted murals in Jungkook's hometown of Busan, one reading, "Your worries aren't weakness. They make you human." That livestream wasn't just another live session. It changed how many saw their idol. It tore down the walls of perfection surrounding Jungkook and replaced them with something far more powerful: honesty. Now, the world watches. Will he release something that reflects this new side? Will he speak again soon? Or will he choose silence for a while, to heal? Whatever comes next, that night is now etched in history. Not for drama, not for scandal, but because someone the world saw as flawless finally said, "I'm human too." And for the first time, the world fell in love with him all over again. Not for who he was on stage, but for who he was when he looked into the camera, eyes slightly glassy, and said, "I'm afraid you'll worry, but I can't keep pretending." Thank you, Jungkook, for being honest. And the world will keep holding you close. A.S. dawn broke in Seoul and nights still lingered across other parts of the world. One thing hadn't changed. Jungkook's livestream continued to be replayed by armies, second by second, frame by frame, searching for hidden meaning in each breath he took. Many admitted to shedding tears while listening to his confession. Some even called it the most human moment in BTS history. But the story didn't end there. The next morning, Korean and international media scrambled to release headlines. Naver, Dispatch, and the Korea Herald all ran the same front-page title. Jungkook opens up about his anxiety, an unscripted moment of honesty. CNN featured excerpts of the live stream on their morning show, calling it a new reflection of how this generation of K-pop stars is bravely blurring the line between idol and human being. Behind the scenes, whispers began to emerge from those involved in Jungkook's upcoming comeback. One member of the creative team hinted, "Some of Jungkook's new songs were inspired by the feelings he's been holding in. We're going to hear a truly honest voice, both lyrically and musically." This revelation sparked another round of speculation. Was the livestream not just a spontaneous confession, but a bridge toward a new chapter in Jungkook's solo journey? Just as fans started to process all this, something unexpected happened that afternoon. Jimin went live on Weverse.
Oh, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your